So we're gonna do, the schedule says reverse underhook. I don't know if it's a reverse underhook. Could be also like an arm drag off the underhook. It's just which arm you consider dominant. But it's, and some people call it ghost escape. You go like, so. I like more technical names, actually. I have, pandas and running mans and stuff, but actually I like more, if it would be simple more. Names are fun to a certain point. So I'm gonna teach backwards everything. So we start from the most successful position for that escape, and then we work backwards to the more harder positions. Yeah, this is the way I would recommend to teach or something. I teach submissions like this. Like I will never teach triangle going forward. It's a setup, in 5 steps, and nobody understands anything. So as a beginner, then I would teach this end position, triangle, tap, tap, and after 5 sets, everybody's bored. You wanna open up, finish again, open up, finish again, and then you create complexity. So most passes, submissions, escapes, I always teach everything backwards, from certainty to uncertainty. Yeah, because if you start escaping, and if you start from just very neutral position like side control, flat, crossface, underhook, and frames, it's very, very uncertain position in terms of what will happen. Because everything is possible there, all the escapes, let's say, yeah? And then how do you choose? Yeah, you have to have crazy feeling to how to choose different escapes. And that's why it's hard. But if you already were end range of escape, then the certainty is pretty clear what will happen. Yeah, that escape will probably happen. So I teach, usually that's why I teach backwards. So, and if you want, you can make it harder today for yourself. Depends on your level, but basically you have to know the end. If you get to that, you know how to address the problems, what will happen. And I'm usually talking about defaults. So if you have more experience, and then I'm not talking to you, because there's other options we can do off, like, Darcy's wave show and some other stuff. But I'm talking about default reflexes or outcomes. And I'm talking about also outcomes when the top person is adapted to your doings. So they're not stupid and they're doing something silly, and then you get your YouTube submissions. So I'm talking about that. So if both are optimally trained, optimal information, what will happen? Under pressure, if you do it like 10, 100, whatever times, what's the most likely thing to happen? So you have to get good at those, and then you have exceptions. Because people get tired, people do a lot of stuff, yeah? Then certain things will work more and certain things less. So that's it, anyway. So let's build context. I will show you what it is. A reverse underhook, let's call it. I will put you in a certain position, and then I ask you to just try a couple of minutes. Not full speed, but enough resistance, so you could see what will happen. And I would say 2 and 2, if I will explain it also. And then you have enough context, then I can teach. Because I need you to have context, either losing or winning context. And also today's gonna basically be about baby bridge, mini one. And then Friday class gonna be also about baby bridge and mini one. And last 10 camps I've been only teaching baby bridge, mini one. I just pick different situation and just do baby bridge anyway. So, everybody always thinks it's something new. It's like same baby bridge. And that's why I'm trying to annoy you with those structures, because it seems like there's value. And already, I think there's close to 10 videos already. Everything shows it's a goddamn baby bridge. And so it's a reoccurring structure, not only one time this, but it's just a lot of places. And the ratio is actually pretty crazy, like easily to 1 to 20. Like 20 problems, 1 answer. 1 structure answer with arms differently, but so that's what we're finding out. So it's never gonna be settled, it's always gonna be ongoing research. So, I will go, let's go, Mister. Let's do it. Rob. So, underhook, put your knees on the mat. Let's make very unrealistic situation, underhook, and we get here, yeah? So that's the reverse one, that usually you do this, yeah? And then reverse would be like you have this underhook, yeah? And now you can actually start, if you put your elbow on the mat, you can start like this if you know what you're doing, like higher belts, you already know a little bit more. But if you don't know what you're doing, then as a while beginners, go here. And then fight from here. try to escape. Whatever that means for you, yeah? Whatever guard you like, and they try to win top. It shouldn't be 100%, it should be exploring. If they win a lot, maybe balance it out, so they give them a chance, make it harder. So let's give you a purpose, let's fight a little bit, go. Yep. Then guard, yeah? Open guard, and then you do it again. Maybe if I do it 2 times, I want a lot of success. I want fake success. False positives a lot, because then I feel happy. As an Estonian, we need fake emotions a little bit. Yeah? We have fewer of them than you guys. So, and then you can start here, a little bit harder. You can really turn into them, grab my elbow, and you can fight from there. Go, 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 go. Maybe you get stuck, go, go. Take the top. Take the top, maybe you do this, maybe you lose. Okay, then next time, if it's my turn again, take a better position a little bit, and then try to escape again. Okay? So if they win 10 out of 10, then maybe not today. So balance it out, build context, whatever you know about guards, like, then I want to guide you, I want to see what you do, and then I play off that. If you figure out this, that's what you have to understand today, and then we make it harder. And we'll see, it depends on your level, how deep you can get. Because obviously the end goal you would think would be here. Side control, cross face, and you would do it from here. But it's way more harder, yeah? You're flat, then you're giving up a lot of things. And there's a clear point for no return, that this is not working anymore. So you want to dig deeper if you get bored. Yeah, or playing somebody with less skill, less weight. So take that one more time. They have underhook, yeah? So you go like reverse kind of underhook. They grab your elbow. I recommend a little bit turning into them and play, yeah? And see what happens. See what you know from YouTube, what your experience says, 2-3 minutes, and then we start actually learning or teaching. Pair up, spread around, spread, don't flap. Yeah, body.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh, it's like this.
Anyway, yeah, we don't clap. It's always been a story, like, I'm kind of resisting it. I'm not. I will change my mind. If anybody knows, I can read about it. Show me a scientific paper about it. I want to read. That's my statement, yeah? And I want to actually learn about it. So until I have nothing to read, then I'm not changing my mind, and I will not start public manipulation without any proof. So that's very, I think, Estonian answer. Yeah. There is a European politeness and there's Estonian bluntness. So it's like, so that's why, you can do it if you want, but usually I can, as a coach, give you like that's it, let's go. You don't have to clap back, So, anyway, Rob, let's begin with Mr. Rob. Yeah. So, now I will show you a couple of things. So they usually, to counter your activity, they need elbow, pinch, and put the elbow on a mat. Yeah. So see, now your elbow is stuck, and that's what I want. I want that elbow on a mat also. Wait, don't give me back. I don't want it here. Yeah. Now they lift it up actually, and now this is side control back. So I want that drag here, so it's free, and I can turn back and pinch it. And I know YouTube, YouTube shows sometimes funny things. Just for your interest, you have those options. Yeah, you have darts here. This actually is a Mars. It's a far side darts. So there's a Mars darts, a lot of bars, lot of stuff. So, but you need to move after arm drag. You need to move this. That's extra move. Yeah, for that escape, you need this to drag the leg on a mat, arm on a mat. Then you need to change, and then you need to turn in and do this. So there's also time for them to do stuff to you, yeah? So as a default, I would not recommend it. If you know what you're playing with and you're playing being flat on your back, why not? So also what I don't recommend you do is grab the head. Because if you grab something higher than you get stuck. Because if I grab the head, now Rob's gonna use the head as our underhook. See? And now I'm stuck. You can also get Kung Fu choked actually here in some point. Yeah? If I connect and then it gets stuck and one flu happens here from top. So, but they have to release the arm and stuff. But I will never grab. I only grab when I get higher. Because if you wrestle, then every wrestler knows you don't grab like this. You do short grabs. You bring the head to you, then you grab, If you do those kind of moves, people duck under you. Yeah, and that's not recommended. If you want to do a purposeful mistakes because you want their head forward to bridge them off, why not? But you're playing off the reactions, so it's already like an advanced game. Not today. So if you know what this is, what I just showed, you can play it. Default, no, you just get in trouble. So now what I recommend you is to get out. Yeah, and I actually don't recommend those things also because you get double undered. Yeah, and as a default, it's kind of dangerous. So I will show you like what I recommend. You do this, and now we do a baby bridge. Yeah, get your elbow, half technical stand up, and off you go. Yeah, and from here you have time to wrestle, get up, run away, fight, whatever you want to do. Yeah, so that is the default options. And then if you know more, you can stay closer. Every guard pull, what you do specifically is an exception to the situation you're in hand. If you can pick a specific guard pull that works, do it. As a beginner, you can. There's this, they can put the arm here, arm there, the head, body here, body there. You have to see what's going on. As a beginner, you have no context why different guard pull works. Get out. Create the biggest distance, technical stand up, or just stand up, I don't know why it's technical. So just get up, yeah, and then they lost everything. And if you have the experience, stay closer because you can win more. Because if you go out, you lose also a lot, ability to attack back. So it's a trade-off. If you know more, stay close because you can counter-attack. You know, darces and stuff. But it comes with a price, yeah? So default reaction is out. So now, and this is just the baby bridge, yeah, pinch. Elbow is very crucial, put weight on it. See, elbow is stuck, and now I need this. Yeah, and now I just push the hip in and pull the elbow back. And I have this. Hip is in, elbow back. If they fight, dominate now, top. Usually this. Then we have a fight, yeah. So that would be what I would suggest. And the move is simple, you know, baby bridge. Yeah, sideways without any hip lift or whatever. It's the babiest of the bridge, yeah. And if you have parents, then you know kids go around, go turn around. So this is a baby bridge also, that's why kids are doing this, turning around. So think about sideways, just head is up, this, and you actually secretly you can also do this jiu-jitsu. You don't need technical stand-up in that sense. If you know what is this, I don't have to let it move, pulling the elbow and then get my guard. Or for you, get this, yeah, or get that. So that will be my suggestion. So I do it too. You know? So you can do a beginning like a dead. It's kind of bad start, kind of. So go. Go just slowly. So I need that. See? I usually do this also. I pinch. Now it's really, really stuck. Yeah? So, and now the hip in. See? Go. You need to get that elbow out. Like from the tube. Yeah? If you circle like this, it comes out like a smooth tube. It doesn't create friction to any of my limbs. If the circle is right, you just pull it out. If it goes any of my limbs, you get friction, slows it down, and then you're more stuck. One more time. You can start this. This is unrealistic in the beginning. So right away, I need this, yeah, because I actually wanna side control. Elbow is up, stuck, and now you can test this. Pinch, go. See? Yeah, and right now he's pushing the shoulder. It's good because I hide my hips. This, you can push my hips also. Yeah, and then get out. So see what is closer, what is leading, so to speak. If the hip is there, hip, shoulder, that's what we're gonna. So kind of maybe I said something wrong. Go. If this, then push the shoulder, go. Go, and usually this happens, I react, and then we have a bottom leg fight. Get out. Up. I need that bottom leg actually to pin, like a wrestling match. So, and then we maybe have a realistic, actually he will end up in a guard. Bottom, I will end up top, because I will get that leg, and it's half guard, whatever it is, but you got out. Because it's kind of like, you're not getting out, depends on me also a lot. So, I will react later. So, let them pinch, test really, and feel that baby bridge. And now, if you've done this, then go back to the drill. Drill yourself. Start from a position. And go. I would get side control. Then you would try to get like something. Yeah? And then we play. 2 and 2. If they're smaller, probably I will a little bit ease up, and then we play. If they get too much success, I raise it. So they should be difficult, but not always winning. Yeah, so do the baby reach and then drill. Let's go. So, don't shrimp. I don't like it right now. You have that habit, don't. Get your elbow out. And you have to do what I do when the elbow is actually pinched. And if there's no pinch, then you can do whatever you want like this. Sure. So, if the elbow is like this, then push and shrimp out a little bit. So you can do this, see? But the elbow stayed. So if I have this, shrimp, nothing happens. So my thing is like I need that elbow. And that allows me, because later I will pick this up, I will try to lift it and try to move this here. Yeah, because now I have underhooks and stuff. But I need that elbow. So if you can do the shrimp, that probably means that I'll do something wrong. So shrimp is not bad. That's what I mean. Like you have weird habits because of top person. So really pinch, and it's not like here, but it's like armpit. You sit on it, yeah. And now go shrimp. It doesn't do anything. You can shrimp all day if you want, yeah. Go back. They need to get the elbow free because here you have also weird stuff. Until the elbow is here, it's not going to be easy in that sense, yeah. You can grab the leg and stuff, but it's still something weird, and it can't see it. So that makes this actually very dangerous because I can do a lot of stuff. So you really have to like attach your legs or arms somewhere, so it's not going to tangle here. So when you do an escape, it's not going to tangle. If you stay here, you have to attach. Otherwise, just do something quick to you, yeah. And those wrist locks that happen really quickly here are very nasty. So push the hip sideways in and pull the head back. See? And then, if the elbow is free, you could shrimp. Go hip in, yeah, and now shrimp, yes. See? Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it also, because I want you to get out. Default beginner, get out. Stand up, yeah? And then if you've done this a couple of times, you know everything is cool. You have the reflex, stay closer, pull guard, like this. As a default, get out. So again, give me this, yes. So as a default, free your elbow, hip in, elbow post, and get out, yeah. It gives you way more options, yeah. To fight for top, to head drag, whatever you want to do. Learn this, and then if you want, you can be more lazy, yeah. Because this is also conditioning for a different, this is maybe, transfers to fighting better. Having that reflex, get up, and you're actually playing guard when somebody holds you down, or you choose to yourself because why not, So that has to be like a range of options there. So, and if you pull guard, then after this talk, I don't judge you anymore because I said what I have to say. If you don't do it, I'm not going to bother you because you made your choice. But I'm also saying like why you're here. You want to learn something new, you want to overrun your habits, then do it slowly, blah, 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 and be like a multi-fighter, different options, so I don't know what you do. If I only know you're guard puller, I can deal with you. If I know you're a wrestler, get upper, guard puller, it's more difficult for me. So having a variety of skill, it's hides your intent more, and it's difficult for a top person, okay? So right now, I would say that, and do it as slow as you want. So learn technique, and then if you're ready, drill a bit. You go like, it's not there. Learn again, come down, do this, try, okay, technical stand up, a couple of times, and then drill again. Problems come out, like a mother, like a server. Take the motherboard out, fix it, put it back. Something else fails, fix it, put it back. Okay, and then play all the game. Let's go. The rope. Yeah. So, no, that's different. There was a correct comment. Is like the comment was, but how do we get there? I never end up there. This is like new to me. That's why I agree with you because not many people. I don't know. I'm not trying to be like it's like special something, but it's not common that people teach escapes backwards from the most successful position to the least successful. Understand? It's if I do submissions, then triangle is familiar, and then we can move for the more open triangle. But escapes are weird. So I would always, for beginners, I would start with teaching escapes from the most successful position to least successful. and I will on your back, please. I would not teaching it. I would not start teaching escapes from here. Yeah, this is a considered pin. When other monsters hold other monsters down, and pin is by definition is a pin, and you have the hardest time to escape. And then it's a combination of stuff you have to do here. All the options, breach this, that way, underhooks this, frames, and it's a combination of stuff you have to know already. So that's why we start from the end. Right now decided that it's a reverse underhook. Maybe you haven't used that escape also, so I want to introduce that because you need to, because people give up underhooks. So they're also a very good joke, yeah? So the setup is, I'm saying it's a very good joke. Otherwise you just miss my jokes all the time. So the very good joke is I told always the feedback I give people when I roll, like years, just don't give me underhooks. Yeah, and then people still give me underhooks. And I was like, okay, now I have to teach people what to do when they give me underhooks. Because telling them, don't give me underhooks, didn't help. Because I get underhooks, and that's why YouTube works. Yeah? If you give me the underhook, then YouTube works. You can do anything from here. Yeah? Or if you turn away, and if you give me underhook, there's Kimura, Torika Plata, bag seatbelts, everything is here. If you deny it, YouTube is dead, basically. Yeah? You have to fight for that. So, and in our sport, underhooks are given away. Usually in wrestling, it's not. Yeah? Wrestlers fight to the death to actually not give underhook to a good person. So they have very different reflexes than us. So anyway, so what else? So if you want now, you can, if it's too easy, then try also to fluctuate with like a success and not success. So what I mean by that, let's go off the light, do it to me. So you're here, yeah, you went underhook, and you can start from here. So hold on, underhook, go. And you can start arm like, half here. You can have also cross face. And now you go here, yeah? And now I have the same thing. Either it's the shoulder, it's good. Hip is sometimes, put the hip on the mat. Yeah, some people push also the head. So I kind of correct myself. Hip is gone now, the shoulder is there, also head is there, yeah? Now we have that fight. So you have that, like figure out the frames. It's not like static. It's like what is leading, so to speak. What is available, you push. And you can actually just stop there, feel what is there. And then, again, motherboard out, fix it, put it back. So just isolate yourself. So, and now I recommend go to that deep where you actually feel you won't get out. And then go a little bit more out and train there. And try to go deeper to the trouble to build confidence, yeah? Because if the end is super easy, you get out, so it's like false confidence. Then build reality more than that. Okay, so let's play. So what I mean is, if you're doing this, you start here and you're escaping all the time. Go back. So like I said, you can do this. Yeah, almost crossface, see? I have underhook out. This, squeeze. See? And now we're fighting, yeah? And now it's actually more realistic because he has my elbow. Now we have to fight. Maybe there's also side control. In all honesty, in that sense, like you guys like to speak, it's, I actually expect against a good person, a couple of first times, not to escape. But what the underhook does, reverse underhook, is makes him reset the grips. Because he has a cross-face underhook. To actually fight, he has to reset the grips. And then I have a chance to not give him underhook again. So against a good person that I never met, I usually don't expect that I will get out. Because I don't know the timing and his reflexes, his timing. So I would do this move and probably lose and expect to be side control bottom, but without underhook and crossface. So it's a better starting position for escapes, because crossface underhook was already a bigger mistake. Okay? So what most likely will happen, and you should be peace with it, because against a good person, you just get a little bit back. So if you gave away crossface underhook, and the trade-off is after the escape, you end up side control without crossface underhook, you won something back. And then you win more back, and finally get out. I think it's better mindset for beginners. Because you know you're not getting out anywhere as good people. You have to win those battles. And you see like, okay, that was a win, I take it, and then you finally learn to get out. Because later it's a combination of escapes, you know that, if you've done jiu-jitsu. It's not never one escape. Okay, so, and what I mean by that is, cross the underhook. So I will show you now. So if I do this, so he will adapt, get side control. See now where I am? there's no underhook on them, and very, really hard to go crossface. And I would actually maybe underhook back if he gets too high. He has to stay low, and now we're here. If he gets high, I get underhook. But there's no underhook crossface. I will not do this, just to paraphrase. So wait, I will, let's get on top. I will not do this and complain jiu-jitsu is hard, yeah? So if I do this, they take it and it's done again, yeah? So I should know, if I do this, I end up here, baby rich, no underhook, crossface fight, ready to go, yeah? So that will be also the philosophy what I'm looking for and what I'm trying to like pass on to you a little bit. The wins, it's never getting out. It's never been an issue, just survival, getting the trenches back, fight the trench after trench, finally you win the battle, okay? So if you want, think about motherboards, fix it, start from the end, go more deeper in, give them crossface underhook, and you have a reverse already, and you go shake a little bit, and off you go, yeah? And then manage the winning and losing ratio. And also remember what I said just now. Yeah, without underhook, crossface, end up side control bottom, totally fine. You won, good for you. Yeah, that is the realism in that. Let's go. So, we have a little bit the weight difference, yeah? In your terms, maybe, I don't know, 12 pounds or something, I don't know. Your system works differently than us, you know? Anyway, so just to demonstrate how cool this is, because probably, when we fight, I could, smash and stuff, but that's not the point right now. Go, turn, yeah, stop. Now I pinch, yeah? That's all my weight. Yeah, I can do this, I pinch. Now, do your stuff. See? Elbows out, okay? If you would fight me, so he feels that also he pulls like from the pipe out, yeah? There's no friction between us, so to speak. It doesn't bounce off my body and the triceps and goes this way out, because then it's like I win, yeah? They never have that strength. So for me, that's jiu-jitsu, So if I'm here, so it's really, really annoying, you're stuck. And if you just push with arms and don't use the body, it's like, I'm bigger, yeah, you're bigger, blah, blah, blah. Yeah? Do now jiu-jitsu. Yeah, I can't do it. Yeah, the circling, rotation, everything is just, that it works. And the reality would be, he's still in the bottom. Because I feel the arm circling out, I have like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippis, whatever. To like you guys talk, yeah? I'm trying to blend in, So, like you, so, and I feel that, he's getting out. So I have a better reaction time. And I let him go to win top. Yeah, so later, if he's getting out, go. I will react, but I don't have crossface underhook after that. So I lost, I have to fight that back. For submissions, most people need like underhooks and crossfaces and stuff. So that will be very important realism, so to speak, for reality, what will happen, that he has to expect, and now it's the timing of your escape, what happens and blah, 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 in what dynamics we're doing this escape, what's the situation from passes, sometimes you go under, whatever, so thinking. And so, but it's not like, muscles, so to speak. It's always bad to say like we don't use muscles, and it's use everything you have. But then do the baby rich and then put all the strength in it to as explosive as you want it to be, yeah? Rob? And so what else? What also you have a habit, yeah, is you're flat. Yeah, you do, yeah. And I won't recommend it because it doesn't put pressure on the elbow automatically. And every time you have to move, you have to go to your side first, and you lose precious time. Okay? So, because that's why I like to keep people on flat, and every time you have to move, you have to turn to one side. And then I know you're coming. If you're already on your side, escapes are way easier. Yeah? So it's like you could just launch and you don't telegraph so much. So, I want that elbow obviously up, like a wrestler or a judoka. If it's up, I know they're more flat. I can't keep it up from here too much. Yeah, I just want to pinch. But go flat. There's no pressure right now. Yeah, I feel it's just between me. But now if he turns towards me, stop, turns, yeah, stop. Not too good, yeah. Right away I feel, if I would right away let go, elbow would just go out. I need that pre-pressure. So then things just happen without thinking later. It's just pressure is there and just arm just flies out. So don't stay flat, stay a little bit sideways as much as you can because I'm pulling your elbow up, obviously. And lift the head up. That puts torque on elbow downwards. And now as soon as I let go, elbow is actually out. And then we have that top fight. If you want, I'm teaching this more like a sport class. So if you want, we can do like race drills here, if you want to have fun. You can fight for side control, okay, like this. But now, there, put a little bit pressure, head up, yes. And now we go like, I take top, your job, wait, is to get your elbow out and fight to stand up. Go. So it's like, you know, we can have that. And then you soon realize, oh, I have to get to the legs actually. You know, because I will miss the upper body all the time, basically. Ready? Go. See, I want that back. Yeah, and now we have a wrestling fight. So because I lose upper body, they're already slinging. If I turn, they're already gone. So legs are usually in front of me then. Pick the bottom leg. It's still not over, you know, anyway, so because they can flip over. If I get this, flip over. Go to knees. No, go to knees. Go to knees, flip over. Yeah, still run away. So it's a fight after that, okay? So against the adapted opponent, there's going to be more leg fights, usually. Okay, so if you want, you can isolate that. It's not like beginners can't, others can, but you have to really understand what it's for. Then do it. If you want just on the escapes, I would recommend we still train underhook, crossface, and arm here. Still silly. Some of you, I think, reality would be like, if arm would be here, you wouldn't take it. But we're playing off that actually we have here. Go hooking. Go arm in now. See? And now you go. We haven't got to the beginning yet. So that maybe was my fault. That I didn't show that you would go like, how do I get there? Because if you experienced hooking, you wouldn't, like in underhook even, you wouldn't go like, yeah, underhook. But it's different. So if this even happens, that is really, really majorly big mistake. So hooking. See, shrimp into me a little bit. Arm gets in, see, now, and he goes out now. And now we have fights. Okay? So later it's kind of that. But I don't think we have time to go that much back, yeah, to the side control bottom. But your thing is if you get arm in, you already know what to do. So that's why it's important to teach the end first. If you get a small arm in already, you know already the end happens and you can just figure it out. You just have to add the setup. Yeah? And then, so that's why this way of teaching makes the end really strong. And then you just get everybody, you find your own setups and go, you know? Because I can do like a maybe knee slide, you know? Knee slide underhook, go, underhook, reverse, no, reverse, go, boom. See, you can add everywhere that. So you know then you can figure it out. Okay, so if you want help, ask, I will help. Drill, motherboard out, fix it, go back, blah, 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 yeah? Manage your own time, 5 minutes. So I'm also, you know, people criticize me all the time by talking too much. This is the way I present my art, so deal with it. It is, you know, everybody, it's not going to be perfect. The world is not tuned for you. Yeah, you have to kind of figure it out. So this is how I present my art, and this is whatever it comes from. Maybe I'm nervous, maybe something else, you know. So this is me. You get also me as an artist. So, and I'm trying to also listen to criticism, and you know, maybe this class is also the like testament of that. More drilling, less talking a little bit. But I need to go like a little bit, you know, ideas. Otherwise you're lost. Why we're training this way, this way. So half of you maybe don't know how I teach and why and stuff. So you have to know why. Otherwise it's hard to do this, you know. And questions of like how do we get there, and they're honest. So now I will leave you alone with a couple of things. We can drill later also. The beauty of this is you have to drill a lot. Yeah, then just go. And then, like I said, accept that you're going to end up at bottom side control, but without crossface underhook. You won one battle back. Because the battle of losing crossface underhook is a serious mistake. And after that, you know, you deserve everything that comes to you. Yeah? Because you gave everything away, and then it's like, you want to get out easy? Really? No, how can you give everything away and they want like an easy way out? And it's a pin. They teach you how to hold other your size people there, and you want to get easy out. No, it's actually very, very hard to get out there. Okay, sometimes you have to maybe wait for the transition to mount or something, and then you get out. because you lost so much. Anyway, I'll show you what I do a lot of times. What I do as a, this. I do a lot of times like this. I get the head, and then those things. Because I like to roll people around, and then they usually rush in. If I do this, they rush in, go. See? Now they have the head. I don't give them the head underhook. This, and now you figure stuff out. So that's what I do, because they're good people. They really quickly do charge in, and I can't get enough space. So I learn to like actually counter them, because they give me the space, they give me the pressure for a bridge, because they're charging in. They want to dominate, so I can use the momentum to flip. Yeah. If I lose, I lose. But then I try to not give them underhook. So that's what I tend to do usually, but only because they react this way. If they're so slow to react, I don't have to do it. I can't just go grabbing them, you know. So now play, and put also Darcy's there, or Mars, and play. Think about getting to top. Think about maybe, yeah, if you have enough torque, you can actually end up in top. But you need like a really big torque. You need to like, basically this, yeah? Then you can get to like front headlock. Darcy's there, just guard pull, side control bottom, whatever it is. Technical stand up. Play around, and play also with more dangerous stuff. Then go like, huh, interesting, I lost. Then try the default stuff. Fluctuate with danger and safety. Danger and safety. It's not like beginners can't, but everybody has to get used to it and understand why the default is default. Because those Darcys and stuff, they're dangerous. Because you just end up side control bottom. Because who did Darcy? Mister? Who is the Darcy guy? I will show you. Tell me in 5 minutes. I will show you the Darcy, the defense. Go. There's no Darcy. If I do this, then it's a Darcy. So if I just stay in the position I told you, go. There's no Darcy. Now I get the elbow and you're flat, and I have underhook. So, and you're really in trouble. So if I'm adapted, it's very, very dangerous. So you have to set it up differently. Anyway, it's not going to be that it doesn't work, but it's dangerous more. So 5 minutes, drill, motherboard's out, fix, put it back, manage your own time. Let's go. So, what you have hard time with also, Rob, come, please. Just to show you what you can do, but put your head here. You can make your own life miserable by bridging too early. So put your head back and now circle. See? It has to be like you disappear. Yeah? So you go. See? If you baby bridge too early, you actually make your life harder. So you are your worst enemy, yeah? So the opponent is just there to show you the mistakes you do. So just that's why they have crunch, and that's why you, again, and you rotate out. You don't go against me. Rotate, go, see? Yeah, you don't actually, so there's more stuff, you know? So that's why that shape is there, that's why, you know, everything that has to be like this. And the hard part you will have also, if you're flat, crossface, put your arm under. So go arm. This is a nasty one if you're flat. That's why we're not flat. Go sideways. See, and now you have way more tough. Actually, otherwise if you're flat, you get wrist locks under. You go this and somebody wrist locks you. So that shape is open up, and now you can go in more, and then you go. But that's already like a, you know, from that position, maybe not optimal escape sometimes. Then it has to be both sides. This escape this way, and like we did that way. So I have jab, cross, game. And you have a game there, and you have a game turning in. So it's like boxing, up and down, left and right. And then finally, from that stuck position, you start to like, you know, rock the boat and stuff, and, you know, create friction, create slack, and it's a more tricky position. So, but if you get to that half end already, arm out, you should already know what to do, yeah? So I wish you a lot of losing, because that's the only way to get better at anything. You have to try and lose. But the point is that message is, I hope you now enjoy more losing, because you know why you lost. Okay? Your elbow was stuck. You did this to yourself. You were flat. So knowing that, what happens? You enjoy more losing because I missed that. Now let's do it again. If you don't know why you lose, it's torture. And then it's very hard to force yourself to do it again, because it's like, I don't know what to do, you know? So now you know a little bit, you know, the postures and stuff and their fights. Now it's more enjoyable to lose. You want to learn skill, defense is more losing. You want to really learn superpowers, you have to lose a lot. That's why skill, you know, building skill is. And then you actually know why the right things are right and wrong things are wrong. You just can't always never just pick the right thing right away. You know that. Anything in life you do. It's always like, you know, and then you find the right one. Okay, so thank you for your time. We have our Friday class, and Friday class would be also a baby bridge. But we attack it from behind, and we do it like Kimura attacks. First layers, early layers of Kimura defenses. But the structure is the same. So if you know already, so you learn faster even. So now open mat. If you, what?
Class. Josh.
Oh, Josh, sorry. The open mat is the other room, I think. No.
No, after.
Then, yeah. So if you're on the open mat, then come to roll with me. I will probably do the same stuff to you what I usually teach, so you can test it really. And so have all the doubts in the world, and then see you around. Thank you.